guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm back with another video. If you are new, please subscribe to my channel. Don't forget to leave this video a thumbs up. So we are doing infills today. I'm going to show you my way of getting rid of old acrylic to then do a new design. So right now I'm using my Kiara Sky 5-in-1 bit just to get rid of all that old acrylic. So the aim is with this is we want to get as much old acrylic off as possible, just so we have a clear canvas to work with. So you may notice throughout this video I do use my thumb to touch the nails. That's just to ensure that the nail's not getting hot and there's no friction. The reason I'm able to file all the old acrylic off down to just nothing basically is because I always apply a clear layer of acrylic, be it a full set or infills or a design or one colour. I always apply a layer of clear. This just helps prevent any lifting or any colour discoloration to the natural nails. use my cuticle pusher just to push back all the cuticles and ensure there's no dead skin left on the nail plate. We want to be super careful when doing this as every client has a different pain threshold, so we always want to be as gentle as possible, especially if a client has dry cuticles or hard cuticles. They can be hard to push back sometimes. With this, I probably suggest soaking them, or you can spray alcohol just to soften the cuticles a little bit. I'm then going to use my cuticle nippers just to cut any excess cuticle off. I am going to show you two different techniques in this little clip, so we can either nip and then pull, so we're not pulling or snagging straight away at the cuticle, we are going to nip that off first before we pull it away. Or we can do is we can nip all the way around the cuticle before we remove and pull off the excess. So we're nipping it all first, so rather than nip and pull, we're nipping and then pulling. I hope that makes sense, but I'm pretty sure you can see the difference in the techniques on the video. This step isn't necessary, however, I like to make sure that everything's neat and tidy and there's no bits and bobs left in the nail plate. So when doing this, we need to be extra careful just because we have already pushed them back and nipped them. Using a fine sanding band, I'm just going to go around the natural nail to make sure there's no oil present on the nail plate, and also the acrylic, just so that when we do apply the acrylic it adheres a little bit better. I am then using the sanding band just to reduce the length a little bit, as my client wants her nails a tiny little bit shorter. I find this is the best way for me because I prefer it rather than using a hand file or a metal drill bit. Using my 80 to 80 file, we're just going to reshape the nails. My client is having the same shape, so there's no need to change the shape at all. We're just making sure the side walls and the free edge are really sharp. It's really important to reshape during an infill, just because as the weeks go on, the nails tend to lose their shape a little bit, so it is important to get that shape back in. now going in with some dehydrator and primer. I always use the both combined. I don't think the dehydrator is necessary. However, I like to use both just as a double whammy, I guess. So like I mentioned before, we're going in with some clear acrylic before we do any sort of design. It was literally just a thin layer around the natural nail, so we don't need to coat the whole nail in the clear, just any bit fat and natural. Here I'm using Your Mint from Glitterbels. Everything I do mention will be linked in the description box below, so if you do forget, it will be down there. However, I absolutely love this colour, it's so beautiful. We're going to do a full cover on the pinky and the full. This nail I'm doing Marbles of Clear Ombrè. It turned out really nice, however I would have preferred if it was a little bit less wide. I feel because of the length of the nail I struggled a little bit, but they did come out really cute, so I'm not too bothered. So we're just going to marble the white and the clear at the tip, and then we will ombre Pinkerbell from Glitterbels into it. So the middle finger is going to be another ombre, but it will be Pinkerbell into your mint. For the index finger, we are doing a full nail of Pinkerbell and a little Playboy bunny gold nail charm at the bottom. We are going to need to cap all these nails in clear because we don't want the design coming off when we are filing. I apply the Playboy bunny whilst the acrylic is a little bit damp, so it's not fully dry, just because I feel like this helps me adhere it to the nail, I want to say, just so when we do apply that clear acrylic it's not moving about. So here I'm just applying the gold foil to the marble nail, just sporadically really. I don't really tend to have ideas of placement, just wherever looks good. I'll just pop it anywhere. Obviously we don't want it to look too unorganised, but organised enough, you know. Although this nail has no design on it, we're still going to cap it in clear, just because this isn't a core or cover colour, meaning it's not strong enough to be on its own, so we do need to cover that in clear acrylic. Using that same 80 to 80 file, we're just going to pop the shape back into the nails, because sometimes when applying the acrylic, the nail can become thicker, so the shape isn't there, so we're just sharpening up the side walls again. Using my Chiara Sky fine barrel, I'm just going to go over the acrylic just to make sure there's no bumps and lumps and all the acrylic is level. feel this stage is so underrated because it literally smooths everything down and allows you to remove any little bits that could be underneath the nail. I just love this stage. These are what the nails look like now that she's washed her hands. We're going in with Glitterbels non-wipe top coat all over the nails just to make sure they're all nice and shiny. We are curing this as well for at least 60 seconds. So we always use cuticle oil after every nail treatment just to restore and replenish the nails and cuticles. These are what the nails look like after everything's finished. Thank you so much for watching. If there is anything you want to see, leave a comment below and I'll see you in the next video, guys.